Hello everyone, it's Galaxyguy26 again here, and this is an OU tier battle I had with ZeroRules. I'm testing out a new ice team, hail team even I wanted to try out, so I lead off with my bomber snow, obviously to get the early hail up, and then I'm going to switch into my Sigilif straight away to resist whatever this Lucario brings in. Goes for the blaze kick, kind of scary considering I have a massive weakness to fire on this team obviously, but this is one of those annoying Sigilifs that's just going to Psycho Shift, give you the burn, and then Cosmic Power up. However, I missed my first Psycho Shift after he sets up a Sword Dance on me, which does become a little bit of a problem, as you can see. This match was actually very long and drawn out, so hopefully you can make it to the end of the video. If you do, I commend you. So I'm going to go for the Psycho Shift again, because I just need to burn. Oh, look how close that was. If I'd lost my Sigilif there, that would have been it. That would have been game, because this Sigilif was incredibly handy later on. Anyway, so I get the burn off. That saved my life, essentially. Next I'm going to bring in the Frostlass, because I think if he goes for another extreme speed again just to safely take me out, I can gain immunity to that. Anyway, he goes for a Sword Dance to boost his attack even further. And I'm thinking, I haven't got anything good to use against this Lucario really, so I'm going to try the Hidden Power Water and see if I can then kill it with residual hail and burn damage. Frostlass goes down, the hail and burn just cut short with 4% remaining there. So now I'm going to bring in my Bear Tick, because I've got priority Aqua Jet. I think hopefully he goes for something like a Flame Kick, because he knows he's going to outspeed me, but unfortunately the game is going slower than what I remembered it. And unfortunately he also goes for a priority Extreme Speed, so he's going to get some extra damage. I guess he was just playing it safe there, just in case I did have a priority move. But obviously I'm bringing a lot of lower tiers into this match, so I figured he might not know much of their learn sets and stuff, and might not be expecting some of the things I have on this team, such as Aqua Jet on a Bear Tick. I don't know how you know how commonplace that is. Anyway, he brings in the Weavile. This was quite an annoyance, because I didn't really have anything to really counter this Weavile. So I bring in my Mamoswine. My Mamoswine does not take that hit very well because it's not very bulky, but I'm just going to go for the superpower here and try and take this Weavile out in one go. Because I have nigh on 400 attack with this Mamoswine. It's about 380, 390-ish. Anyway, he brings in the Vaporeon, and god, I hate this thing. It needs to burn in a hole with all those Brelums, because it was just a massive pain. But so I've got the attack drop now. Obviously this is a physical attacker, and I'm like, I don't really want to sit in Vaporeon. It's probably going to be one of those toxic sets as well, so I'm just going to get my rocks up and then get out. So I bring in my Sigilif, because I'm already burned on the Sigilif. I've got Magic Guard anyway, so I'm not going to take any toxic damage. And there's the toxic. Predictable, very predictable, because it's clearly this is a stalling Vaporeon jerk. Anyway, I'm going to go for the Roost because I'm faster, because Sigilifs are quick. Roost comes up, goes for the Ice Beam. I'm like, suck it in, but it doesn't actually do that much. I'm quite surprised at that. So I'm thinking I can survive another Ice Beam. Let's go for a Roost. I split this part of the video up as well, because this becomes a massive stall fest. He goes for the Hydro Pump, and that does a lot more damage. So I'm thinking I'm just going to keep roosting and hope he misses the Hydro Pump so I can get a Cosmic Power off. So literally this is just me roosting, hoping that he misses a Hydro Pump. He goes for an Ice Beam there. I'm thinking, okay, well maybe if he goes for another Ice Beam I might be able to get Cosmic Power up or something. But I'm just going to keep roosting, hoping he misses the Hydro Pumps, which he's not, which is really annoying, because he's taking no hail damage whatsoever. In the end, nothing really happens. He never misses. He's crit fishing. I'm hoping he misses, and it's just a massive stall wall. So I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I have had enough. In comes my Bomber Snow. Resist the Hydro Pump. At this stage, because I've been roosting for so long, I completely forgot this Vaporeon had Toxic, so I sit there and take a Toxic like an idiot, when really I should have stayed in and probably stalled a bit longer, but it doesn't really matter too much. So I set up the sub, trying to prevent the Toxic, but he's faster than me. And then I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain, because behind this sub he really can't do much. I quad resist his moves mostly, except for the Ice Beam. I only resist it. Well, no, it was that neutral damage. Doesn't matter. He doesn't break my sub with the Ice Beam anyway, which is good news. I can keep Giga Draining and try and outlast the Toxic as best I can. And yeah, this team is quite interesting, because a lot of the abilities I wanted to use, it raised evasiveness, and it pretty much leaves my Bear Tick's ability useless, because this ability is Swift Swim, because I'm not allowed to have Snow Cloak because it's banned in OU tier matches because of the evasiveness boost. He switches out, which is probably the worst thing he could have ever done in his lifetime, because that Vaporeon pretty much can wall my entire team, so I don't understand quite what's going on there. Anyway, so I guess maybe he knew after a while the Giga Drains would start hurting a bit more and would take him out. I'm just going to go for the priority Ice Shard. No, I don't. I go for the Blizzard because I'm behind a sub. Of course I do. And because I'm under Hail, it's a guaranteed hit. And I take out the Thunderous T-Form, which I think is going up to Ubers now, actually, isn't it? Something like that. I remember watching some sort of video on that. Anyway. Now I'm thinking the Toxic's starting to hurt now. I need to get out of here, which is what I do. The rocks are now hurting that Weavile, which is what I like to see. I'm just going to bring in my Toxic Staller, my Walrein. Goes for the Brick Break though, and that hurts a lot. And due to the damage that did, I'm thinking, right, if I protect up, that means I can get enough Ice Body and Lefty's Recovery to survive one more Brick Break and get a Toxic on this Weavile, and that will hopefully help me take it down. So anyway, I'm going to go for the Toxic this turn. However, he manages to get a crit on his Brick Break, which takes me down. I'm like, ugh, what were the chances of that? The hacks this guy is getting is very lucky with his Hydro Pump hits and whatnot. Anyway, so I'm going to bring in my Mamoswine and go for the Superpower again. He goes for a Brick Break, crits again. I don't think the crit mattered. My Mamoswine has 0 defense. I'm like, maybe he's going to plan, he thinks I'm going to bring in another Ice type. He might just go for the Brick Break again. But obviously I forgot that it's a clean switch in anyway. But he goes for the Brick Break again anyway, which was confusing as, because that was a clean switch. He knew the Sigilif was out, and the biggest move to counter the Sigilif, it should have been a clear Night Slash there. So that was just complete luck, probably a misclick, and that probably saved my life again because the Sigilif lives to see another day. Anyway, so now I'm thinking, well, bugger. Beartic or Abomasnow, who's going to take this? Anyway, he switches out, which is weird, and I bring in my Beartic. I'm like, this is good. I'm thinking this is going to be a disabling Gengar, because that's all Gengars do these days, is disable. So I'm just be like, tricky. I'm going to go for the Icicle Crash, so he thinks I'm not carrying Night Slash. Tee-hee, I actually am. And in comes the sub. I'm going to break the sub with the Icicle Crash. And then on this turn, I'm going to go for the Night Slash, thinking, oh, maybe he doesn't have to disable then. And turns out he does have the disable, so he ends up disabling my Icicle Crash, but I get to get my super effective crit with the Night Slash, and that takes out his Gengar, so that's another annoying Pokemon down. Next he's going to bring in his Weavile again. The burn and rocks are really taking its toll on this Weavile. I'm like, finally, I'm just going to set up a Swords Dance, because I don't think it's going to kill me in one shot with whatever it's got. No, it doesn't. Obviously he was crit fishing there. I'm going to get my attack speed boost, and I know with this boost I can Aqua Jet for victory and take down this Weavile. And there you go, that's the Weavile down. Now I'm like quite set up with my Beartic. I'm like, this is not going too bad, this is not going too bad. As long as he doesn't bring in that Vaporeon again, I should be fine. And he doesn't, he brings in the Gliscor. I'm like, fan dabby dozy. I can't Icicle Crash it because it's disabled, so I'm just going to go for a super effective Aqua Jet instead. That still does reasonable damage, not as much as I thought it would with the attack stat boost, but never mind. My disable ends, and I'm like, your days are numbered, Gliscor. In comes an Icicle Crash, but he's got his Toxic Orb recovery, and he's also got Protect. So not only is he going to get more health than the hail is dealing, he's also going to block my Icicle Crash. But that's not a problem, because I've got another Icicle Crash coming straight for the Gliscor. I know I can relive another Earthquake. Anyway, he decides to bring his Vaporeon. I'm like, nah, that's okay. He resists the Icicle Crash, but obviously this Vaporeon obviously has garbage defense, or my attack stat boost is just better than I expected. This is where I play stupid, because I go for an Aqua Jet. Like, this Vaporeon can't live an Aqua Jet. I'm betting on it having hydration, but of course it doesn't. It has water absorb, and it kills me. And then I see the Toxic, and I'm like, oh damn, I don't want to get Toxic again. So I'm just going to switch out to my Sigilif, because I don't want Toxic. I know he's going to Toxic again, because that's all this guy likes to do, is just Toxic me with his Vaporeon. So my Sigilif is going to come in and take that like a man, or like a weird totem bird psychic mummy thing with an unknown on its head. Anyway, it comes in now. Boom, look at that timing. But instead he goes for the Hydro Pump, probably predicting my switch in or something like that, or just wanted to get some damage on the Beartic. So I'm like, okay, now it's on, bro. You've got my Abomasnow angry. He's gonna Giga Drain something. Doesn't matter what it is, because I'm going to get some health back and deal some damage. Unfortunately, he does switch out into his Gliscor, but thanks to the rocks damage and my Giga Drain does quite a lot more than the Toxic is going to deal to me, and I'm going to just go for an what's it called? Ice Shard. Is that the priority move? Ice Shard priority on the Gliscor. I know he's probably going to protect. I'm thinking this is clearly going to be a protect still, just to rack up the Toxic. Yep, there it is. So there's the Ice Shard. But he knows his days are numbered. Well, I know his days are numbered because I can stay in for Toxic a little bit longer. Just going to get my boost, priority Ice Shard on the Gliscor. Don't know who'd be faster naturally anyway, but doesn't really matter because I've got Ice Shard. And it failed. He goes for the double protect. It fails. Thank God. That would have really annoyed me. I don't think it would have changed the match too much. But yeah, now he's down to his Vaporeon, and I've got my Abomasnow and my Beartic. Now, thanks to the rocks that I got up earlier, the Vaporeon is on pretty low health and possibly slower than my Abomasnow, who I think that Ice types. No, he's not slow. Okay, he goes for the Ice Beam, which is whatever because Giga Drain. And this is especially defensive Abomasnow anyway. So thanks very much for watching, guys. This is an incredibly long match. If you made this, kudos, and see you next time.